Hello everybody, welcome back to Recruiter.com's video series talking specifically about interview questions and how to answer them. Today we're going to be talking about the interview question, tell me about a time you made a mistake. So this is the type of question that's a little bit more behavioral. It's when interviewers really want to see how what your tactics are in certain situations, how you deal with certain situations, and how you make things better when you might have made a mistake. So when you're talking about a mistake that you made in the past, here are a couple tips that we have for you so you can answer this question correctly and also make sure that it doesn't leave a bad mark on your interview. Tip number one, as always, you want to prepare ahead of time and brainstorm some, examples ahead of time before you get into the interview. So you want to think about what mistakes you might have made, smaller mistakes that aren't detrimental to your career, and maybe something also that isn't directly correlated with what you're going to be doing in this position. So it doesn't, again, put a bad light on what you're interviewing for, but it also shows that you're a real person and that we all make mistakes. That's what interviewers are really looking for with this question. They want to see that you're a real person, that you can acknowledge your mistakes, but that you can also fix them quickly and, in a great way so that it doesn't reflect badly on you as an employee and badly on the company. So another tip for answering tell me about a time you made a mistake is you kind of want to use the same method that we've spoken about before with weaknesses. So if you've seen our video, how to answer the question, tell me about your weaknesses or what are your weaknesses, it's very important to use the admitting the weakness that you have, admitting the mistake that you made, same kind of scenario, but then also having recovery, which is really important. So remembering to talk about the mistake very briefly, give some details into what happened, but then really have the longer part of your story and your answer be the recovery. So how did you recover from this mistake that you made in a past position, or maybe mistake that you made in personal life choices? You want to show your recovery and how you bounced back. That's what they're really looking for in this answer. So when you're answering, tell me about a mistake, maybe talk about something smaller that you did in a position previously, but then really talk about how you made up for it and how you bounced back and were much better in the end, maybe even how you grew as an individual from this mistake. So those are really important things to think about when you're answering, tell me about a mistake that you've made in the past. Again, this is not a question that interviewers are asking to target you, to scare you, to make you say something that might leave a bad mark on your interview. They just want to see that you can acknowledge mistakes, that you can learn from them, and that you can react quickly and not get stuck on this mistake forever and let it, ruin what you're working on or even ruin your career. So these are the things that they're looking for while asking this question. Thanks for joining us on this interview question, tell me about mistakes that you've made. So tune in for more interview question tips and tricks on Recruiter.com and our Twitter @Recruiter.com. We'll have more coming your way soon. Thanks.